everyone doing? Ben here. It's Canucks with Guitars. It's Monday night. I got a Telecaster in my hand. I got you fine folks in the chat. We've got 4 thumbs ups already, and I just dropped from 9 people watching to 1 person watching. Oh, we're back to 9 people watching. How about that? You know the deal, folks. If you want to get a shout out, you got to say hey in the chat, and we'll do some roll call. We've got live Q&A. We'll be playing some tunes. We got some mail, finally. And channel news. A lot of channel news, folks. Wow, look at that. 9 people watching, 9 thumbs ups. That rocks. And it just went to 1 thumbs ups. I think it's messing with my phone, because now it's showing me 1 person watching, 1 thumbs ups. Whatevs. Who do we got in the chat this eve? We have at the top of the chat, straight out of Midland, Ontario, we got Terry's G and G, or GG avec G. We have Matt Barnhart in the chat here. Good to see you back, Matt. I did get that email about the amps. It cost a fortune to ship them down. Yeah, it'd be crazy. However, if we're ever in a similar neck of the woods, that's different. We can figure something out. We have Metalhead Joe Hervey out of Long Island, New York. Was working today. Working man, working man. We got Mr. Mark Taft, good buddy and friend, who's helping me move tomorrow. Yes, more on that later, folks. As you can tell, things are a little sparse back there. Let's see, we've got BC Rich 581. We have the man himself, David Ennis, in here. We have Mr. George Lackey tuning in. Good to see you, George, as always. Chat just skipped ahead, so I'm scrolling back. We've got my Bronx brother, Jasco Plumbing Supply, in here. We've got Mark Effects. We've got Soda and Milk. We've got Edwin Kane. We have the Count himself, Phil Mosley Music, who'll be live right after I am. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Pooh Ninja in the house. We have Upside Down. Yep, we have Upside Down. Mike Rohde, James Severin, Dale Palmer, Paul Lou, John Parson. Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a little while. Or he's probably been busy with the John Parson project. Yeah, working for free. I didn't even get a hand. Tone Boner, good to see you, man. So, yes. Gary Tholander, take off, eh? Hoser. Ron Limber, let's go fishing. I don't fish, Ron, but you know what? I don't mind sitting in the boat having a few, beverages. Watching people fish. Lars Guitars, good to see you, man. Upside Down? What are you doing, buddy? It's because you missed last week, isn't it? You notice we still ended the show with Greasy Weasel, just for you. And we can do that again. Yes, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And maybe we'll open up that mail if we hit 20 thumbs ups. I'm sure you guys can let me know when we've done that, because apparently I'm showing now 3 people watching, I think, because it's got something over top, like a message. What if I hit that? Nothing. Nothing happens there. I don't get it. I don't know. Weird. Something messed up with the display, and we're not resetting things, right? 30 people watching. Nice! So I see a lot of returning faces from last night. Hey, wannabe guitar god? Good to see you. 28 watching, 18 thumbs ups as of this message, bud. Awesome. Hope if you didn't already see it, Pooh Ninja, we missed you in the chat last night. You came up in conversation. I don't know if that was on air or off air, but you did come up in conversation with Gabor. It was awesome to have Gabor on. you go, Han 36 Solo. Daniel Horsley, good to see you, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow, we hit 20 thumbs ups already. Just like that. We got something in the post, as they say. I can say that because I believe it came from across the pond. I was warned not to show the address, but I don't see an address on here. Hey, Tempest. Newish guy here. Well, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Anybody that's new, please, welcome. If you dig it, please subscribe. It's quite all right, Brad. You're not too late. We haven't even unopened? No, because that'd be sealing. We haven't opened the mail yet. And who else did I see in here? Thomas Santiago. My buddy out of Buffalo. Phil Mosley. Hey all, sorry I'm not chatting much as I'm getting ready for my Halloween special. Yeah, he's putting on his Gene Simmons costume, I bet. Hope I didn't give anything away. All right, well, let's, without further ado. Hey, Six String Brian. Great stuff earlier, and oh yeah, that one pedal you couldn't live without. I just knew it was going to be the EP boost, buddy. And yeah, I was telling you about the LPD Chola boost. Basically, mine, it's based off a Class A amp, Class A tube amp, and it's either 25 or 27 decibels, which I need to clarify with Mr. Petross. Oh, wow. Oh, look at all this stuff. We got all kinds of little things in here. There, you know what? Let's put the guitar down. All right, we have a letter, perhaps? Oh, jeez. Personalized stationery. All right, I'm just going to show you a little bit. Check this out, folks. The man has his own stationery. How cool is that? Congrats on becoming the new owner of Chicken Picks, LOL. Thank you. As promised on my live stream, here are a small selection, as I had to split the packs, of course. I hope I have chosen well, brother. Yes. Always doing such a great job of moderating for me, being a good mate, and all-around nice guy. You're also getting one hell of a pick holder key ring. You'll find the picks are in it. Hope this gives you a smile. Fondest regards, always, buddy. China Mike. Oh, that's so awesome. So awesome. That's what we're going to find out, because we can pay that forward. Oh, well, geez, there's one. What size these things? Compared to a Dava pick, even. That's some serious girth. And we got a, as we call them, a pick purse. Oh, we got a couple more in here. We have the smaller Jazz 3 style, and then the larger, I'm going to just call it like the Gravity pick style, which I've been getting into these. That's a 2.1, it says. Oh, I like that. The Jazz is a 2, and oh, the other one's a 3.5. Interesting. Well, you know what? I think we're going to pay it forward, the Jazz size, because these are a little small for me. We'll give this away. I don't know if we'll do it tonight, because, you know, with the move and stuff. But definitely we'll pay it forward. This Mike's a good guy. You know, he sent some propaganda as well. And a sticker. Or a decal, depending on who you talk to. That's not a chicken pick, it's a dinosaur pick. Yeah, no kidding. Let's check, let's try using a chicken pick for the first time. I like the texture in my hand. cool. Pretty darn cool. All right, let's see here. I got a notification that my antivirus has expired. Yeah, that's nice. We're not worried about that. We have bigger things on the go. Looking pretty sparse back here. Yeah, you know, well, start moving tomorrow. Does it chirp? Well, there we go. Low F. Open E. Yeah. The original hip paramutant. Hello. Interesting. Interesting indeed. All right. So with the, we'll take care of you folks. So, we thank Gabor for coming on. Jeez, I forgot to, even at the beginning of the show. We got Dane Zim in the house, Zim's Guitars. Want to thank Reno Fin Custom Guitars, FU Tone, Tesi Switch, Lawrence Petross Design, Ardens Music, and Flipside Music for helping out with the channel and sponsoring us. We do appreciate that. Why no cost? It's packed. Let's go with that excuse, Brian. That's going to be my excuse all week. It's packed. I don't know where. It's in a box. Well, actually, Terry, it's welcome to Canucks with Guitars Live. It's the Monday night show. It is the Canucks with Guitars show. Close, though. Thank you, Terry, for doing the merch link. If you want any merch, folks, like the shirt I was wearing during last night's show or the hat, that's packed. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of that. Did I miss Lawrence in here? Oh, there's Lawrence. Hello, Mr. Lawrence. Oh, I'm getting very high, some very high pitch. There, clean up the signal for now. Oh, wow. So, as you may or may not know, I am moving, starting tomorrow, because I've mentioned it several times already during the show, and you've been watching the show, and I'm talking during the show about things like moving. So moving on, yeah, start the move tomorrow. So last night was the last Sunday night show that I'm going to do for, until I'm set up again. We'll say that. Some, a couple of weeks, what have you. And then I've got some people, actually I had a punk band out of Kingston, Ontario reach out to me on Friday asking if they could get interviewed and come on. So if you're into punk rock, show me, type in the word punk in the chat, and we get 10 people that like punk, we'll get them on for an interview. Great guys. The Beta 58s is the name of the band. I'm sure you can find some of their stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I'm a roadie for Nerd Halen. Yeah, that's, no, I'm not a roadie because my back's bad. I'm a guitar tech for Caleb. I'm the Caleb Rappaport guitar tech. That's what I'm dressed up as. All right, Michael B says punk. Janice says punk. BC Rich has 3 votes for punk, so we're up to 5 because that's how punks roll. Lawrence sold, or Zim sold a couple LPD pedals. Awesome. Punk blues. Sure. So, yeah, these guys, I've seen them play a shit ton of times. Great band. We got to share the stage with them once. That was awesome. We did a benefit show about a year and a half ago, I think. Coming up on 2 years ago. I'm off duty. Apparently Ben is taking over roadie duty for Halloween. Yeah, you get the night off, Mark. No, you can be the Nerd Halen roadie. I'm just a guitar tech. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close to 10. There we go. Brian Landreth, good to see you, man. And did I see? Sometimes easier than search in the chat is just start typing in the person's name, and if it comes up, they're in the chat, but they're not in the chat, so I'm not going to worry about it. I see somebody in the chat that hasn't said hi. Hey, Martin. Daniel Horsley. Yes, punk. All right. So we'll get the Beta 58 guys on. You guys have probably seen us wearing the shirts in the past. Shirt, it looks almost like the Run DMC logo, but it says Beta 58s. shirt that I wear, that's them. Or ones that look like the 401 highway sign. Richie and I both have those Beta 58 shirts. So we'll get them on. I will keep doing the Monday show regardless because, you know, I have data. Not new crib yet, Brian S. Good to see you, sir. Tom Harhigh, hello. I had to talk to my punk ex-wife. Nice. Robbie Johnston, hello. Yeah, so we start the big move tomorrow. First thing that gets cleared out is the studio. So gear is the first thing. So Mark is going to be doing yeoman duty on roadie duty. We have to pick up a fridge as well, but it's a small fridge, Mark. And we have a dolly. And then over the next few days, I'll be moving, and then I'm getting into the house first and getting stuff set up. I was over there doing stuff today. We'll see how it goes. So, yeah, packing. Packing. It's like the ultimate loadout, folks. It's the ultimate loadout. Yeah, this one is not packed. Case is just off camera. Reno Fin is not packed because I don't have a case for it, so I actually have to take a batch. I need to take a batch of guitars over. Excuse me. Take some out of the cases so I can bring the empty cases back so we can fill them up with more guitars. My Jackson is out behind camera because I don't have a case for it. My Strat is out just because I haven't brought the case down. The case is upstairs in a spare room. In a closet. I have a closet with some more guitar stuff. Imagine that. So gotta get that taken care of. And then the new studio will be set up. So the whole family, yes, the whole family, Six String Brian. You know, my parents are getting older, health issues, so living in a farmhouse with lots of stairs isn't the best thing. So basically, we got a ranch style. They're taking the whole upstairs. I'm taking the whole downstairs, and so I have an apartment there. I got bedroom, living room. I got a workshop, folks, and then there's a laundry room as well, which I'm going to put a kitchenette in. Only thing missing is a washroom. But it's kind of out in the country. Yeah, lose the stairs. Oh, right, I got a clean tone. I was like, why don't I not get any more? Hey, Mr. Rick Romanelli in the house. There he is. The nicest guy on YouTube. Trying to mic himself. Thank you, sir, for the chicken picks. We had just opened them a little while ago. I got 20 thumbs up, so we opened up the chicken picks. You did well, sir. You were saying, I dig the 3.5. I dig this larger one because it reminds me of my gravity picks. And I'm going to forward this one off to one of the fine folks here. It's a little small for me, so I want to get pay it forward. You know how it is, sir. And I love the pick purse. Is Crowbar in here? I see Fat Thorbowski, so I assume Crowbar's in here. There he is. Let's see here. Mark, I wonder what the band members from the Nancys are doing now. Oh yeah, they probably graduated college by now. They were a teenage band on the scene here a few years ago, folks. Hulk smash that like button. Yes, Tom Harhigh. Awesome. I hate moving more than life itself, not getting the new digs. Actually, yeah, I know. Oh. Is DOA Canadian? Yes, they are. In fact, just to bring it all full circle, Soda and Milk, I believe the Beta 58s were one of the opening acts. Yes, they were. They were one of the bands that opened for DOA when I went to see DOA a few years ago. They're from Vancouver. Yeah, soda. Crazy. Small world, right? They were playing at the Mansion in Kingston, one of the many Mansion shows I'd gone to. Dead Sparrows were on that bill too, which, if some of you are from this region of the world, you know who the Dead Sparrows are. Great. Another good punk band. Kind of like Weezer, but faster and angrier. Play some gospel. I don't know any gospel, Justin, unfortunately. Have a good one, Lawrence, sir. That reminds me. Lawrence, you reminded me. I was going to show off some news. Oh, it's back there. Oh. So as some of you may know, I picked up a gig on Friday night. I got a text message from Mr. Shanahan at approximately 3:30 in the afternoon saying, hey, there's Martin. He was saying, what are you up to? Or are you free tonight and do you have wheels? And I said, likely? What's up? And so he had just recently joined a band as a fill-in himself, essentially. And so he's been with the band for a couple of weeks, I guess. And Ben, do you like the band Gob? Yeah, I roadied for them one night at a show, actually. And backstage bartender, because you know how I roll. Yeah, good group of guys. They played at the Belleville Indie Music Fest. Yeah, Brian, now a bass player. So some of you may remember the Ibanez bass I picked up a couple of weeks ago, thanks to you fine folks. And so I had the trusty bass. I did a quick setup on it. I said, sure, I'll fill in for the night. Backline provided. There was a nice Ampeg. I don't know what model it was. Single speaker, 300 watt. Hey, Lynette. Hello. I could get into that. I could probably do some of that. I used to know that song. And so, rule number 2, there is no plan B. Let's see. So yeah, showed up. And of course, you know me, I got to build a pedal board. So we put together a little pedal board. And one part is now missing because it's back on the other board. Damn! Jasco! Damn! Is that more to your PayPal? Holy shit. Okay, thank you, sir. Moving fund, I appreciate it. So Mark, definitely, you know the usual, pizza and beer on me. So I had to put together a little pedal board for the bass. Why? Because that's how I roll. So let's pretend the power adapter was the tuner. So we had a tuner. And then the LPD Choya, or Chola, which I was mentioning to 6-string Brian earlier. So the boost, is I wanted to push the Ampeg amp, just get it on the edge of breakup. So when because I played with a pick, so when I really dug in, it was just distorting up. So it was really cool. I threw the Earthquaker Disaster Transport Junior delay on for just a little echo. And threw the Snake reverb on there, because, bass, you don't usually have reverb, but I just blended in a little bit. I don't know, can you say that on here, Brian? So yeah, so I put this little together, and I actually had somebody come up to me during one of the sets. We just wrapped up a song, he's like, you're tone chasing, I can hear, what do you got on your board? What do you got on your board? And he saw the Lawrence Petross pedal, he's like, what's that? I've never seen one of those before. I was like, oh, that's a Lawrence Petross design Choya boost. He's like, oh, that's awesome. Hey, Hugh Caldwell, good to see you. And for those who don't remember, it's my little carry-all soft shell Fender pedal board. That'd be such a shoegazer band, Brian. Tone chasing? Oh, you're doing total shoegaze with that. Total shoegaze. So yeah, it was a great little, great gig. We played at the Keeler Center in Colborne, Ontario, which is the hockey arena in town. Upstairs, they have like a Lions Hall type setup. Bar at one end, we played at the other, and played 2 sets and got paid very well. Enough that when I got the quote, I got the quote before I agreed, and I agreed anyways because it's Richie and we got to help out Richie. When I got there, I pulled him aside and I said, "So that quote that you quoted me, that's for the band, right? Because we're only playing like 2 sets." And he's like, "No, dude, that's your cut." And I went, "Oh, okay, yeah, let's do this." You know. So I met the front man for the first time ever in my life. Met the drummer for the first time in my life there at like 8 p.m. and we went on stage at 10. Did a couple of sets. And I don't know any gob tunes, but somebody asked for. Thank you, Rick. That was actually using both pickups. Huh, interesting. Dylan! Did have to learn all the songs a few days before the show? No, dude. I got the text 3:30 in the afternoon, and I was on stage by 10. And literally, I just watched the front man's left hand all night. I had performed, well, let's say there was 20 songs in the 2 sets. I maybe had performed, like Rocky Mountain Way was the opener. Piece of cake. I performed that a bunch of times. Never on bass, but still, whatever. And Chris Isaac's Wicked Games I'd performed before. And CCR tune. Bad Moon Rising. Bad Companies Feel Like Making Love. I played that years ago. I couldn't remember the little turnaround. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, so literally it was hired gun situation. And there was literally 3 songs. Not only I'd never heard of the songs, I'd never even heard of the bands. I think one was a country song. And another, White House Road. Yeah, I don't remember. There's 3 chords. Yes, we got Dylan from Flipside Music in the house. We've got Pete Hickson. Hello. Weddings and corporate gigs are where the dollars are. Yeah, no kidding. Know any Trouble Charger? No, but hung out with them one night too at the same festival a year later. I think, yeah, one year it was Gob, the next year was Trouble Charger. Usually that's what they would do. For the headliner, they'd bring in a 90s band of some kind. Hey, Gussie Wells! I was just showing off the Snakebite. Did I not get the Snakebite reverb from you? I was using it at my gig on Friday night. Yeah. What was Trouble Charger's big song? It was American Psycho, I believe. Pretty good, nice and snowy here in Colorado, so I'm just hanging out playing guitar as one does. Right on, Dylan. Right on. We had a beautiful day today. Oh man, when the sun was out, as long as it wasn't too windy, I was out there in a t-shirt and loved it. I'm in the mood for some Talking Heads. Oh man, that's like complicated stuff. That's good stuff, complicated stuff. The old Lawrence Petross Lost Dutchman. I was saying, China Mike was live earlier. I was saying in his chat I was going to swap out some pedals on the pedal board for tonight's show, but then I realized they're all packed. So, what are you going to do? So, just use what we got there. So we got the Dutchman, we got a Zen Drive, we got the LPD-87, we got the TC Electronic Third Dimension, the Akai Phaser, which I'm already falling out of love with. I liked it, and now I'm not liking it as much, but I dig it. Dylan's in the face. Damn! Thomas Santiago! Damn! I like it better in the 180 position. Nice. Do you know any intro to Framptons? Do you feel like I... No, I don't, unfortunately. You're on your way to 2K subs. Yeah, we'll thank China Mike's community for that, because I gained 8 subscribers since I jumped into his chat 2 hours before going live. Thank you again for all the kind words, China Mike. As well in the letter. Have you sat in with the band last minute before, or was Friday the first time? That's actually the second time I've done that. Ironically, last time I was playing bass as well, which was a band I ended up joining briefly, which over the course of about 15 member changes is now the band I played with on Friday night. No band members were the same from the other band, but as one came in, another came out, and eventually everybody got rotated out a couple of times in that lineup, and now it's a different name and everything, but in theory, you can see the lineage back a few years. But yeah, I've done it a couple times now, and really, I didn't have much in the way of nerves. I was just like, they know what they're getting. You know, they knew I didn't know the material. The promoter was happy that somebody was there to play bass, period. So, because I think it might have been a fundraiser for a hockey team or something to do with the hockey. I know that, so, because it was at the hockey arena. Some kind of fundraiser thing, I don't know. They had free pizza too. Well, at least free for the band. Free pizza, good pay. Cheap beer too, like $4 for beer. Import $4.50. And by the time we went on stage, they were already sold out of Bud Light. We got 35 minutes in. Nice. I don't want to go late because I know Phil's got his The Count Spectacular special something, I'm guessing. 35 minutes, 50 watching, 33 thumbs ups, sir. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. I have one demo still left to put up on the channel. I'll do that at some point. I Telly must confess converted. Telly guy now. Yes, Gussie. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Yeah, so I got a demo. I'll get that out when I get a chance. And then, you know, be back up and running. Sooner or later. whip out the bass. Well, I can show it to you. It wouldn't really come through because I don't own a bass amp. Well, I got the Viper, but I don't think the Viper's even hooked up. And most of my power cables are already packed away. But we can do that. All right. First I'll show you, First I'll show you the stand I used, folks, because again, to keep it portable, I wanted to keep it small, so I had the pedal board in this. There's my guitar stand. For those who haven't seen it already, it's a Hercules G200, I believe, which I did a demo thing on this, so yeah, very simple, just boom, boom, boom. Use it for electric, goes down for acoustic, worked for the bass fine, quite sturdy. Whole bottom, this is all rubberized, and because Hercules, you know, it's actually rigid, like you can see, use some serious gears in there and stuff. Brian Landers, do you got one of these too? Yeah, so handy, because like it just folds up into nothing. Boom. You know, it fits in this upper little holder even. Janice, you have one too? Yeah, they're great. Oh, as I smack myself in the face with a gig bag. Oh. So this would be the bass I picked up. Oh, look at all those fingerprints after playing it on Friday night. An Ibanez RDGR with kind of a reverse headstock. Wait, it's got the step down, you know, they cut it on the bottom instead of up here, right? I was thinking to myself as I was playing it, I hadn't really, it's got a loose volume knob, so I had to be careful of that. I did lower the action on it because the truss rod nut is kind of ground out, so I couldn't give it a neck adjustment because the neck does need to be straightened slightly. And as I started playing, I realized, I'm like, wonder how old these strings are, because the guy got off of stopped gigging some time ago, like a few years ago, I believe. So it's probably got like 5-year-old strings on it, but it worked great. I will say it worked great. Nice Levy strap, which is basically like new. With this, let's see if we can thread this correctly with this cool embroidery on it. Nice suede. Oh, see, I knew. Relic. Big bottoms. Funny you mentioned that, Brian. There was a lull. I started playing big bottoms on it, which got a laugh from the band. They're like, really? It's like, Richie's like, calls it because Rich is on the opposite side of the stage from me. And he's like, is that big bottom? I'm like, yeah, buddy. Send it to Dave's World of Fun Stuff for an epic truss rod rant. Exactly. You'd be like, oh, she's gooched. It's like, oh, somebody, this is not, yeah, it's not good. But yeah, I dig this bass. 24 fret too. Not that I need 24 frets on a bass. Although I believe I got pretty close up there at one point for some reason. Thanks, Mark. I don't think it'll probably sound like ass through this signal chain, but so that'd be the front pickup. Off the tone. I don't even know how much of this is even going to come through on YouTube. And then over to the humbucker. Ooh, yeah. Nice growl. That can't be good for the amp. the Lost Dutchman, no less. There's a little detent when I can get into both pickup. The weird part was, I thought I was using the humbucker, but you would think if you turn the pot all the way clockwise, that would be the back, and all the way rolled off would be the front, but it's actually the backwards. Yeah, exactly, George. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it does take an Allen wrench drive. So use an easy out and then just put a barrel nut on it. Ooh. Index finger's still a little tender, folks. Gonna be honest. I wasn't playing with the fingertip as much as I was using the pad of my finger a lot, so. But yeah, she handled me well, and like I say, you folks donated enough to the channel to buy this thing in the first place, and then with the pay, it definitely would have paid for it. Hey, Sean Zimmerman, man, good to see ya. We'll just throw this on the rack because I don't feel like putting it back. There we go. So yeah, the gig went well. Got back up on stage with Richie. First time playing live, or playing out, as they say, since April. Got to see some friends I hadn't seen in years. They were out at the gig. They were rather shocked. It was funny because some of them were shocked when I showed up. They're like, "Hey, babe," but I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense." They called him, because Richie's buddy, right? Thanks, Phil. So I don't know what's up with their current bass player, if they've heard from him or not, but I may have a gig as a bass player if I want it. And hell, the way I see it, I've already played a show with them, and it was funny, there's a couple, the Canadians in here especially will know, we covered 2 hip songs, New Orleans is Sinking and Blow It High, and as you may know, both those songs rely heavily on bass. I don't know how to play those songs, but I faked it. Faked it enough. Hey, the feel button, hello. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, especially if I have use of a bass amp. Oh, I had a blast, Martin. The front guy in the band, Jake Muir is his name. I knew of him. I had never met him before. But nice guy, good voice. And the nice thing, folks, Richie was playing Gretches all night. He brought 2 jets. He's got a single cut jet and a double cut jet. And the other guy was playing a Streamliner. If you saw some of my posts on Instagram, you see the one photo I put up. You can see the Gretsch, Jake's Gretsch on the right-hand side. New Orleans is Sinking isn't a complicated bass line, so yeah, I just faked it. I forget what I was doing. I was like just something that wasn't even necessarily correct, but with the whole rest of the band, and I turned down my volume a little. So they locked the bass player. The bass player showed up at practice. He was gung-ho to do the gig, and nobody had heard from him since Tuesday, I think. So yeah. I forgot to reset my drum pedal, so I'm doing it while I think of it. Alright, it's set up for Upside Down, so he can get his closing song in about 14 minutes. Well, closer to 10. Yeah, Brian jamming away there. I don't know, do you jam later in the show? Because sometimes I forget to go back and watch the end of it. I watched about 45 minutes of it. Do I play acoustic? Hugh's asking. I can. I rarely do. In fact, the Epiphone EJ200 that I showed off a few weeks ago, Mark Taft in the chat now owns. That's his. So I realized that I couldn't remember the last time I took it out of its case to play it. So I was like, you know what? Mark wants it. It's his. Is it a drone that Rick Beato uses? That's a good question. I'm not sure. Oh man, I'll be glad when I get into a place with better wiring. Yeah, I had a EJ200 CE, so it's got the cutout, jumbo body, dual pickup, gold hardware. That's right, I said gold. Guitar hack, if you're watching. Gold hardware. You better play acoustic if you go to California, the power's off. Exactly. What can I play? What to play? What to play? To play the song before the song, right? Upside down? I'm looking at you. There is a noise coming through, and it's regardless of gain apparently. Only goes from E, G, B, A, B, back. Yeah, wasn't. Whatever the riff is. Original tune. We will definitely, to close the show, I'm trying to think of something original that I could play right now. Wow. Isn't that terrible? Colin C, hello. Something like that, Mark? Let's see. Tom has a good question. How are you going to set up your guitar equipment in the new house? Similar to this. Bob Cajun, yes, I covered that. Never played it before in my life, but I covered that Friday, so I should know it. Yeah, I'm going to have basically similar to this. Like, one corner of the studio is just going to be amplifiers, speaker cabs, Guitars will probably be off camera along the wall behind the camera. I got some ideas. It's going to be a work in progress because I'm going to get everything in. We're rather echoey in the room. I don't have the budget to do sound deadening and stuff right away, but that'll come as soon as possible, believe me. I just want to make better videos for you guys. Thank you, Mark. Let's see. There's Shanahan. Hello, sir. I can't remember how to play Bob Cajun. It's only been 3 days. I was playing the Flying song, Richie. Okay. Yeah. We'll get back to that. That's the Lost Dutchman, Richie, in the Timmy setting. Ah. There's my lovely sister Amanda. Awesome. Yeah, that's the idea, Pete. Some blankets. Are you going to feature any family members rocking out on the stream? Definitely. Yeah, we try. We try. There's your little bit of Willie. So, upside down, is it that time, sir? Soda, is it that time, sir? It is. So, as they say, we are wrapping things up here. Thank our Patreons, as always, Mr. Todd Flowers, Mr. Ivan Carter, Mr. Randy Crooks, Upside Down, and Craig Tomlinson. Want to also thank Will Varela, Brad Miller, Brian Landreth, Marsman, and Jasco Plumbing Supply. folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. Thank you everybody that donated on the channel. That's been awesome. I appreciate all the support. I will be back 1 week from tonight doing the Canucks show, and once we're settled fully into the new place and I get new internet, we'll be back with the Sunday night show. You know, we'll get China Mike on when he's got insomnia. We'll get all kinds of people on here. We'll get the Beta 58s on. That's what we'll be doing. Get those crazy motherfuckers on here. Oh, ooh, I said that, didn't I? Oh, well. It's been a great night. So as always, folks, hold those doors open. We've got 2 minutes, so I'm going to ramble a bit. We should ramble. Thank you, China Mike. Don't forget to send the chicken pic. Yeah, upside down. Send me your address. Should we give it to upside down, folks? I think we should. I think we should. We'll figure something out. Until next time, yes, let's do it. Hold those doors open. Give you a chance for a pee break before Phil Mosley goes live. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Do good things and good things will happen to you. Karma's real. I'm living the dream. I hope you're living the dream. Be good to each other. Rock on. And Black Country Blues. What are you doing up this time of night? See you, Lynette, as well. Have a great night, folks.